Okay, I'm back. I couldn't find I couldn't find where that lure was. I tried and tried. I think there's a way that you can circle around that one tree right there and actually get into this position here. But working my way in and around this tree, I even get a little further away from it, like I am right now. I finally found it. So this is where you need to be to find the lure. So what you want to do is cast. There's something in the trees. It's a rare lure. Jump up and get it. Put that one in your tackle box. Alright, so what do we have here? We have the buzzbait. Looks a lot like a spinnerbait, but it's a little different. It's actually a topwater lure. I have one of these in my tackle box in real life. And it's actually a topwater lure. It's not, I wouldn't say it's a very good lure. It's not good in this game. And it's not really good in real life. It's one of those kind of lures that you have to keep it going. Because if you don't, then it'll sink. And you don't want it to sink. You want it to spin around at the top and make as much noise as it possibly can. You want it to imitate a wounded fish, basically. So, anyway, that's the buzzbait. I'm gonna switch lures while I'm here. But anyway, I just wanted to show off where it was for the purposes of completion. Anyway, I'm not too far away from where I was in the last. I'm right here where I was in the last video, and as you can see, it's taking some time. So anyway, I'm going to cut the video here, and I'll pick it up on the next little sequence that I want to do. Okay, I'm back. I forgot just how big of a pain in the rump that this lake is. I'm not sure what the programmers were thinking when they put this lake here. I guess they were trying to inadvertently create some kind of challenge, get the player used to having a harder time and to get them ready for the final lake. But even though this lake is tough and the final lake is tough, there are two different kinds of tough. They're like night and day, in my opinion. So I'm not doing very good here. As you can see, a lot of time has passed, and I have been having a very hard time finding some of the bigger bass in this lake. And I've already been around this lake, well, twice, actually. I've been all the way around it twice, and I'm about to start on my third time around. And I want to catch this fish here, because I finally found a big bass. And I want to show it off. That's the main reason. I want to show off what a big old smallmouth looks like. Because all I've caught so far is small ones. Or not small, but under 9 pounds. We've got to have some bigger ones. So there we go. There's a smallmouth bass, 10.4 pounds. These are the kind of bass that you want to catch right here. Try to catch as many in this pound range as you possibly can. If you manage to hook some largemouth, maybe they'll be a little bit bigger. But chances are you're probably going to be going to the marina with either 5 fish that are about this big right here, or a mix of some ones that are about this size and some smaller ones. And just do the best you can. But anyway, that's what I wanted to show off. This fish is ranked #1 because I don't have anything else so far that's any bigger. But I am up to 42.8 pounds total weight. That's pretty good. I don't think it's going to win the tournament for me, but it's better. So I gotta get after it. I gotta start catching some fish because I'm past the midpoint of this tournament, and I've actually only got one decent sized smallmouth. So anyway, just wanted to show that off, and I'm gonna cut it here, and I'll pick it up on the next video. Okay, I'm back again, and since I'm not doing worth a hoot here anyway, found something. There's a big old walleye here, and I'm gonna catch it just to show them off. I feel like I'm probably gonna have to do this tournament again because I don't know what it is. I've been running it through my mind, and I don't know if this game. I don't know what it is about this lake. Maybe the game wants us to go around and just catch fish non-stop and catch a bunch of small ones, and then on the next time around we can actually catch some of the big ones. But I have not been able to catch any big fish here. That 10.4-pound smallmouth that I caught earlier, that's the biggest one I have, and I'm 3.5 hours away from having to weigh in. So I don't know what the deal is. I've gotta. If you don't win, then you just do the tournament again. So it's not like it's not gonna do it. But after going through this whole pain in the butt process of recording everything, and trying to show everything off, and trying to do everything the right way, and trying to present a presentable LP, just for the whole thing to go wrong on the third tournament, it's just a pain in the butt. It's not how I wanted to do it. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes this game just hands you a bad deck, and nothing you can do about it. So if I have to repeat this tournament, then I'll do it. No big deal. Even though it just gets harder and harder to find time to record and stuff. When you're married with 3 boys like me. Alright. Come on. I'd like to catch this walleye. I don't know what his problem is. He's not biting hard. Come on. Don't be kidding. Come on. Not the dang moon. Get away from me. Bass. Where are you? Stupid other fish. So stupid rabbit. Alright, got him. Come on, boy. Let's sure not picking up much of a fight. The fish that's as big as you are. Let's see what we got. Ooh, we got a 13.6 pound walleye. That's a monster. Nobody can catch you now. Alright, anywho, I just wanted to show that off. Wasted a little more time, but big deal. No problem. Like I say, if I have to redo this lake, then I'll redo it off screen, and I'll edit in a few clips of some fish that I want to show off, and everything will be all good. We'll win this tournament eventually. And like I say, if you're following along with me and you're fishing also, don't get discouraged here. It just takes some practice here. Like I say, I forgot how big of a pain this lake is. I don't know what the behind-the-scene mechanics are to this particular lake, but just keep catching fish, and eventually you'll have what you need to weigh in. When I get ready to weigh in with my winning haul, I'll show it off, and then we'll go from there. The next lake won't be near as big of a problem at all. It's just this one in particular. And the main thing is because this lake is primarily smallmouth, and they don't get as big as largemouth. So anyway, I'm going to cut it here, and I'll pick it up on the next video. Thanks for watching. Okay, I'm back again, and I've discovered one more thing that I did want to show off, if I got a chance, and since I'm not doing worth a hoot owl, I might as well show it off. Here's a big old crappie. Let's catch him. If we can get him to bite. Alright, where'd you go, bud? Where'd you go? There he is. And there we go, 4.6 pound crappie. I think the biggest that you can catch is 5 pounds. I think the biggest crappie or the biggest bluegill that you can catch is 5 pounds. But anyway, there you go. Okie doke. I will catch y'all in the next video. Later. Alright, I'm back. It looks like this game is going to be good to us, after all, because since the last video, I've done a little bit better. I'm starting to catch some bigger smallmouth. So let's catch a fish real quick. Let's catch that one right there. You know, I have fished this entire lake with this little minnow. I have not switched baits the entire game. Everything I've caught, and believe me, I've caught a bunch of fish. Haven't necessarily kept a bunch of fish, but I've caught a bunch. And pretty much everything I've caught has been on this minnow. Whether it's at the dump, or the dam, or just an open water area. I've caught it on this minnow right here. In all my many hours of playing this game whenever I was younger, I always favored the crankbait. but I'm willing to say that I think the minnow is just as good. Okie doke, so we caught us a smallmouth. Approximate weight 10.8 pounds. I wanted to show this off because this is the biggest smallmouth that you will catch in this game. An unofficial weight of 10.8 pounds. You will never catch an 11 pounder. At least I don't think you will. If memory serves me correctly, a 10.8 pound smallmouth is the biggest smallmouth that you'll ever catch. Now, when you weigh in, there is a slight chance that this smallmouth could weigh in at over 11 pounds, even though it's only at 10.8. That would break the official record, which is held by Hank Parker. The unofficial record that Hank Parker holds for a smallmouth bass of 11 pounds, I was never able to break it whenever I was a young man, and I doubt that it'll ever be broken. I think that's just one thing that the game designers just left out. I don't think that it's possible to break the unofficial smallmouth record. So anyway, I wanted to show that off, and we can take a look at what we've got so far. The game all of a sudden started giving me some bigger smallmouth bass. I've got a 10.8, 6, 4, and I've got a 9.4 and a 9.2. And I'm all the way up to an estimated total weight of 50.4 pounds. I'm pretty sure that if we were to weigh in right now, we'd probably get first place. So, that being said, fortunately, we're not going to have to redo the lake. I don't think. Redo the tournament. I don't think we're going to have to redo the tournament. I think we're in good shape as we are. Now, I would still, it's 1,400 and something hours, and we don't have to weigh in until 1,630 hours. So we got a couple hours, and I still want to fish a little bit more and see if I can't up my total weight a little bit more. So, I wanted to show that off, and I will catch y'all on the next video. Later. Okay, before we weigh in, I want to show a couple things off real quick. Alright, we are at stage 3. The record for stage 3 is 47.76 pounds. And pretty much all smallmouth. It's got one largemouth in there, but he's pretty small, only 6 pounds. 10.86 is the largest smallmouth for the record. As I stand right now, I will probably break that record. I'll break it by 5 pounds or so, maybe a little less. I do want to show off a couple more things real quick. Let's show off the official. I want to show off the official smallmouth record just real quick. Okay, and he's a smallmouth bass, estimated weight 10.86 pounds. Location, open water at the Bronze Lake. A tube bait, which that's a good bait to go to at the Bronze Lake. Fortunately, I didn't have to use the tube bait. I was able to pretty much fish the whole lake with just a minnow. And Hank Parker is, of course, the record. So that's the official. That's the weight after that's the official weight after they've weighed in. Now the unofficial weight is smallmouth bass, approximately 11 pounds. And it's Hank Parker, open water at the Bronze Lake. He caught it on a crankbait, so that's actually a different bass than the top record at when we looked at the official cumulative weight. That bass was actually smaller than this one. this one has an unofficial weight of 11 pounds. I just wonder what this one ended up weighing in at. But again, this is the smallmouth. This is the smallmouth, unofficially 11 pounds. This is the one that I am 99.9% sure that you can't break this unofficial record right here. I tried I don't know how many times when I was a kid to break this record, and I'm convinced that it's just a record that can't be broken. So that's the one record right there that Hank Parker will he'll always hold that record. You'll never be able to break it. So anyway, on my game save, I am ready to weigh in. So I will pick it up on the next video. We'll head to the marina and we will weigh in. Okay, we're back, and we're here at the marina. Got about 30 minutes before we actually have to weigh in, but I want to be here a little early. I've caught all the fish that I am gonna catch. I could fish for. I could probably hit up a couple more spots, but I'm not gonna bother with doing it. I've got the fish that I need. Let's check it out. Unofficially, I finally caught a largemouth bass that was pretty big. Let's see. I caught an 11-pound largemouth bass. I would sure have liked to have caught a little bigger one. You can catch them up to 12 pounds in this lake, but that's no big deal. As it stands right now, I will most likely break the lake record for our total weight with just what I have. All right, come on. Sorry about that. Let me get back to the... Anyway, let me get back here. Okay, so I got the one largemouth that's 11 pounds, and the rest of them are smallmouth. Pretty good sized smallmouth. I did catch an 11.8 pounder, which is I believe the largest unofficial weight for a smallmouth that you can catch. And I got 11.8, 11.6, 11.4, or excuse me, 10.8, 10.6, 10.4, and a 9.4 for an estimated total weight of 52.2. That's still good enough to break the lake record, and it'll leave us a little room in case we, ever come back to this lake and get a little bit luckier than I did. Maybe catch a few more largemouth that are above 11 pounds and grab those other two, the 10.8 and the 10.6. We'll be able to break this record even more. So, let's weigh in. And again, the purpose of this LP is more just to kind of show you the lakes, to show you where to fish, how to go about it, the strategy that you use, the different lures that you use, and the type of bass and the weight of bass that you can expect to catch at each one of the tournaments. So just, even though we're not going to just, we're going to break the record by quite a bit, but, for what we could have done at this lake, we're not just going to completely shatter it, but that's okay. It makes it fun, just like we did at the Onyx River, and what you can always do at the Green Valley Lake. It leaves us a little bit of room to play the game again and try to break the records that we set today. Who will win this tournament? Let's check the current standings. Alright, so there you go. You got Hank Parker. He's number one right now. And he's got an official weight of 45.26 pounds. Fortunately, our unofficial weight is above 52, so I'm pretty sure we'll probably do better than him. And his eyes get big, and he says, "That's an incredible smallmouth." And And he'll say that for all 4 of them that we have. Wow, that's a massive bass. Okay. Moment of truth for this one. I kind of doubt that we'll break the official record, but we might get lucky and do it. No, didn't break it. Got a little bit below. Remember, if you'll remember, the official record for a smallmouth bass was 10.86, and the best shot you have at breaking that, which you can break it, is 10.86. And just depending on what you catch and what happens when you weigh in, you have a chance to break that official record. You just can't break the unofficial. But no big deal. We're just trying to win the tournament. There's our largemouth. What a look. 11.04. Pretty good. Total weight. It's 2.2 even. That's pretty good. It didn't just completely shatter the lake record. It's just enough above it to where when we play this game again, we have a very good shot of breaking our own record right here. And it's always fun to break the lake record. Everyone has finished weighing in. Which 3 will go on to the next record? Take a look at the weigh-in. And boom. Gordon Oliver is 3rd. Hank Parker is 2nd. Winner's Cole. We beat Hank Parker. Awesome. These 3 can enter the next round. Congratulations. Give them a hand. There we go. First place. There's our official weigh-in. He placed first at the Pro Bass Tournament. You can enter the Bassin World Championship. Now Hank Parker talks to us. You must be cold. I heard you're a good basser. The next stage is very difficult. Get psyched up for some bassing. Save our record. Alright. We are on the downslope. We are on the backside of this game. Stage 4 of the Bassin World Championship at the Bluestone Lake. Awesome. So we made it. This is the last stage. If we win, now to win this stage you have to get first place. There ain't no 2nd or 3rd in this one. And Hank Parker is there, and he will try to beat you. And if you don't get first place, then he will. So if you get 2nd place, Hank Parker's going to get first place. But there are much bigger bass at the Bluestone Lake. There are no smallmouth. It is strictly largemouth and spotted bass. What I plan to do in the next tournament is I want to catch enough largemouth bass, and you can see them in the water. They're bigger than what we've been catching so far, and they've got the shape of a bass, which by now you should be able to kind of recognize that. They've got the shape of a bass, but they're just much bigger. And there are some in this lake that I'm convinced that it's just impossible to catch them. I can remember one time when I was a kid, I hooked one of these bigger bass, and I swear I fought that bass for 30 minutes, and he did not tire one bit. He had dragged my lure all the way to the very top of the screen without me pulling down on the rod or pushing the reel button at all, and he was still putting tension on the line. And I was just lost as to what to do. It's just, there's no game that's without flaw, and that's just one of the little flaws that's in this game. Is there's just some big bass that you cannot catch. But that's not to say that you can't win this tournament, because you can, and you know, it doesn't matter. If you fish this tournament all day, take up all the time that you need, as long as you've got 5 big bass to take to the marina at the end of the day, then you've got a very legitimate shot of not only winning this tournament, but breaking the lake record as well. I broke the lake record here numerous times in a row. So anyway, that being said, we are finally on the last tournament of the game, and I am very excited. I can't wait to play this tournament again, and I appreciate everybody watching. I hope everybody's having a good time, and please stay tuned for the final tournament, another episode of Bassin's Black Bass. And I'll catch y'all later.